Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Starcraft 2 Tespa Collegiate Series. We have had quite an exciting night, Roddy.
No, it has been a very exciting night, and I just saw the DreamHack trailer, Nate. May 8th, that's my birthday.
We were just talking about Texas and bringing the freedom over here now.
Yes. How sick it is. How sick is it to cast StarCraft 2 on your birthday? Have you ever casted an event on your birthday?
I don't think so. No.
I did an
It comes close.
I did a WCS 2013 Season 1 broadcast.
I mean,
on my birthday, because back then it was in MLG New York, and I actually flown myself to New York because I really want to cast WCS. Because
I remember that you had the suit jacket that was a bit big for you.
Yes, I had a suit jacket, and above all, that was the memorable day that Idra told everybody that he didn't really care about their opinion, but he put it in different words.
Oh, yes.
And he left the game
against Polt on Daybreak,
which he shouldn't have left. And that was the last game that Idra had ever played for Team Evil Geniuses.
So for your birthday, you got rid of a Zerg player.
Oh, but that's very sad. I like Greg. Greg's a great guy, but I'm sure he's doing well in life.
Yeah, hopefully.
He's hopefully doing great things at university. We know that he's studying. He could have played in this tournament. How sick would have that been? Idra playing an Archon tournament. He could have represented I know he's studying in Illinois, probably Chicago, the Windy City, but I'm not exactly sure which university he goes to.
All right.
Or maybe he moved out. No, I just heard that once upon a time.
Fair enough. I don't think I've actually cast anything on my birthday. Usually just stream. My birthday's in...
Usually
10 days. Yeah, it's in 10 days now.
Oh, it's going to be a big day, Nate.
Oh, boy.
Are we going to bring out the Pikachu outfit?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to go. I don't know if we're ready to go that ham. We'll see.
You know, like every year
Only
you get
time
older.
Will tell.
I think it's very important for you. Like every year you get older from now on, you have to ask yourself, can a man of my age still wear a Pikachu outfit?
I mean, when you're entertained. I'm going to be 23. That's fine. I can still be young and silly. That's the whole point.
No? Okay.
No.
If you want to be Pikachu, Nate, you can be Pikachu.
Hey, man. Hey. Everybody has a price. Okay, Kev?
I know
you have a price as well, so.
We know all about that.
Yeah. Anyway,
all right, so we're getting...
match of the night.
Yes. Between Utah Valley University and San Diego State University.
San Diego.
Before we hop into this series, we're going to take a look at the standings real quick in the West. Both these teams, of course, are 1-0. I'm still trying to remember who was playing for Berkeley. Wasn't that Bills? Wasn't Bills playing for... No, Bills was Kansas.
Bills was Kansas.
Kansas, yeah.
He's in Kansas. I just love that we have University of Utah at number 1, another University of Utah team at number 2, and Utah Valley University at number 5.
Man.
So 3 universities from Utah. Utah is representing the West right now, man.
I was about to say they don't really have any sports teams, but actually Utah does. Utah is like the last state at that part of the...
Utah Jazz,
Yeah,
man.
the Utah Jazz. And do they have something else?
Boy Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
I've watched them play live actually against the Los Angeles Clippers not too long ago.
Dang.
That was awesome. It was cool to see a basketball player.
We got Arena and Central Protocol, and it's a Terran versus Zerg.
And Lateral Crest. And Ruins of Seraph.
Hashtag the DREAM.
Somebody wrote in the lobby, Rotterdam, I miss you not being in my division.
I'm going to tell him, I miss you, not missing me being in your division.
Everybody's so kind to us, by the way, in these tournaments. It's very refreshing. Every now and then, you know, we play in a tournament and people are like,
Oh, well, you know, and then you get into the lobby and, you know, you got your Huck is like, don't talk in my lobby. We're talking about the StarCraft right now.
No, Huck has never treated me like that.
No, that's why I use him as an example. Okay. We don't want to point no fingers.
No. But
some people are pretty trolly in lobbies, though. Those do get fun.
But that's fun. I mean, I like it. I think it should be all serious business from the moment the game is actually starting.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, of course.
I do not really think there is a room to joke around in game. Of course, some people are like very lighthearted, and they don't really mind. Like some people, when you know that it's back and forth banter.
I will say that when both players recognize it and it's not like bullying or something weird like mind games, but it was really fun to watch like Stefano have like conversations with people.
One potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4.
Yeah.
Legendary words that were spoken in an MLG Anaheim a long time ago. Either way, we are ready to hop into the final best of 5 of the night. So far, this night of Archon action.
This has been awesome. All these games have been great. Yep. I've been having a blast. Terran versus Zerg to finish things off. In the top left, we have Utah Valley. The Red Zerg Archon represented by Sojourn and Habiza.
And over here on the right top side of the map, we're looking at the main base of San Diego State University.
It's Guatemala and Fifi. Fifi, Aerospace Engineering Major.
We've actually casted these guys because I remember the one guy's called Wyoming. And I was like, hey man, he's like, you know, maybe I inspired him. I call myself Rotterdam, he called himself Wyoming. I assume that he's from Wyoming.
Perhaps.
If he's not, then I'm confused.
That would be weird. You know, the weirdest thing is actually growing up as Wyoming in Pennsylvania as well, so that was just always confusing for me.
Man, you guys are not very original with your names, no? You've got a Moscow.
The town, I mean, Moscow, Pennsylvania, and then next door is like Wyoming. It's like, oh boy. There's a lot of places, actually.
Alrighty, so gas has been taken. Overlords were heading into the wrong direction at first. A drone is actually making it into the main base over here on the right top side of the map of San Diego State University. Of course, this is a big series for both teams. You know, 2-0 looks a whole lot better than 1-1.
Mm-hmm. Plus, if they get to 2-0, then that means there's a chance we cast them again, because we are following the undefeated teams at the start of the season here.
Yeah, so I think that means a lot as well to a lot of these teams. They I'm pretty sure that if I would play in a league like this, I would always watch the rebroadcast.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to hear.
I want to tune in and watch Roddy be like, "Yo, why is Nathanias constantly supply dropping his depots? Is that a new skin?" Be like,
I heard you. You made a very funny joke the other day when you were casting. I think it was Paul who was supply blocking. You're like, he's playing the Nathanias game right now. Additional supply depots required. And that made me laugh out loud. That was a very good name.
You know what? I've heard that ringing in my ears so long. Sometimes I don't even if I'm not playing Starcraft, you know.
You know, once upon a time, I was at an event in Germany at a Homesteader Cup. What they did is they quoted a lot of just like funny quotes of StarCraft 2 players and personalities, and they printed them out and put them on the wall in the restroom. So like while you're going to the restroom, you're peeing, you can read all these quotes. And then I was standing right in front of the Nathanias quote saying, "The only woman in my life is the one that tells me I need additional supply defense."
Yeah. The only woman in my life is the one that keeps reminding me I'm supply blocked. It was a shameful existence, Roddy.
Alright, so all jokes aside, enough about StarCraft quotes from the past. This is a great start for San Diego University, picking off 3 drones already, like it ain't no thing.
Yeah, that's a great way to kick things off here. The follow-up, very natural with the command center. They've got the factory with the reactor. Now they can go to Hellion, starting up a second barracks. So it's going to be a barracks follow-up. That's kind of interesting that we don't see the Starport. Starport is the most popular common follow-up. And that Reaper, of course, still being as annoying as it can be.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried over here for Utah Valley. This doesn't really look like a great start. They've got a lot of links right now, but they're not able to jump on this Reaper yet. They're still down in workers. I feel their speed is late. I feel their 3 bases, they're super quick. Third base was a little bit ambitious, to say the least.
Yeah, well, you got a Terran team now that has 2 mules on the ground, 26 SCVs versus 24 drones, and you got Hellions. So you can deal with Lings pretty easily. The Hellions are at home because of that extractor. So I like this. I like this position for the Terran team. I will say the quick second barracks into Stim is an interesting choice.
Maybe they try on Armory and go for like a Stim Hellbat timing.
That I think that works fine. I think a Hellion drop with Marine. Actually, no, if it's with Stim, I would prefer Hellbats because you're not going to have a lot of Marines. So you want the Hellbats to clean up Lings and let the Marines kill the Queens.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe it's going to be
like it, Kev. I prefer what you said to what I was thinking it might be. So.
Well, thanks, Nate. That makes me feel very good about myself.
Give you credit where credit is due. Now, an Evo Chamber is finishing, just 1, so I'm expecting the Overlord in the south of the main to turn into a Dropper Lord, and those don't show up on the production tab, so we got to be real careful making sure we see these bad boys.
Could be this one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very odd.
Yeah, there we go. Yep. Yeah, it's the left side. The tooltip over it, if you hover over the icon, it says this cocoon contains an Overlord.
Where?
It's like if you put it over the picture in the bottom right. It's like, just contains an Overlord. It's like, wow, thank you for the incredibly useful information.
Alright, so a couple of Zerglings, just 5 or 6 of them, 5 actually, will be dropped into the main base. They could potentially stall
They
this
have
third
full
command
vision
center.
of their main, just about. There's a very small spot. It depends on where the SCV moves in the main.
Okay, so I like the opening of Terran. I just really felt after that they didn't really keep the pressure on with their Hellions, which I'm very surprised by. I really felt they had all the freedom in the world to apply some serious pressure. They had such a good start with their Reaper picking up 3 SCVs. These Lings will get picked off immediately, but of course at the same time Lings being dropped into the main base.
That is a really rough way to have to deal with this. The SCVs get pulled off the line, mining time is lost, SCVs die, information is gathered. It's solid,
Wow.
solid. I mean, the Viking killed the Overlord, but you know, we ask ourselves that wonderful question: at what cost? Lost some good SCVs. So now the economy scale tips back towards Utah Valley. Definitely a nice spot to be in.
48 workers against 37,
Stim
but of
is
course,
done, by the way.
yeah, and of course, a lot of links did die, so there's always a chance that these Hellions can swing in over here from the south and try to pick off a couple of drones, but no, Queens will be repositioned.
There's a lot of lings here, so definitely complicates things. Hellions are an interesting unit when they target with their flamethrowers because, like siege tanks and marines, they deal their damage instantly. They cannot overkill. So Hellions will fire in very weird directions to prevent that.
It's actually an interesting fact, Nate.
Did you know that Terran is the only race in the game that has units that have no overkill? Except for melee units.
It's no surprise that Terran is a...
Melee units don't have overkill, but almost every other unit fires a projectile, and all of those units have overkill.
There's a reason why we call Protoss and Zerg the harder races, and Terran is an awesome race for beginners, Nate.
To be fair, I do recommend Terran as the best for beginners because if you don't like dying to random cheeses or 6 pools or whatever, I guess 12 pools, you just build a wall, right? You know? It's like,
actually, I think the other way around is true. I think Terran is the hardest when you start because you need to build a lot of depots and add-ons, and I think those are small things that are very important and very hard for a new player.
Really?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people understand the way production works. If they've played another RTS especially.
That part I do agree with, you know, like take basic concept of having
like if you've played Age of Empires or Command and Conquer,
even Red Alert.
You get absolutely no connection between like somewhat Protoss if you go without Warp Gate.
Yeah, Protoss is fine, but like Zerg is very strange.
Zerg makes no sense.
Yep. The only race that I man, these Hellions just get surrounded. At the same time though, there is a drop in the main base. There is Stim as well. How much damage will San Diego State University be able to do over here?
They might kill an extractor.
No, that's not what I was looking for, Nate. Had to be more. Well, they're going for it.
They got the extractor and they're out. Mission accomplished. Well, back it up, boys. We're going home.
You know, we're laughing now, but the next fight we'll see that's Utah Valley doesn't have enough banelings.
He doesn't have enough banelings because his extractor was denied.
And they've just broken the meta. Larry said he was going to break the meta, but it was actually San Diego State with the 7-minute sharp extractor snipe.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Esports history in the making.
Esports.
Liberator finds an Overlord, refuses to kill it though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Sometimes Zerg and Terran can live in peace.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like, hey man, what's up? Not much. How you doing?
Yeah, the Overlord's so ugly though. Don't you want to just turn and shoot it?
Are you still slow? It's like, yeah. He's like, I actually kind of like my new spaceship.
Take
a look. Leave me alone.
No, the Buddy Viking shows up.
Oh my god.
Run. I love when Overlords die.
That was kind of sad, actually.
I love when they blow us into pieces. It's best. Zerg units have some of the best death animations.
I had an emotional connection with that Overlord. I started talking about it like it was my friend. And
well, that's the first mistake, Kev.
Yeah, I know.
You gave it a name. You don't name it. Once it has a name, you naturally connect to it.
Oh, Lynx run! No, that's not the right thing to do. Marines is running head first into banelings, and at the same time, this medevac is going to get sniped as well. I have the feeling, Nate, that this is going to be a very interesting back and forth series as well, because I think these teams are very evenly... No! You saw that? That's the first time I've seen it. That's something that I was talking about with our producer, that so far in all of the Archon matches, we haven't seen too much of the back forth, you know. It seems like there's a pretty good agreement over the task, but this is the first time where I saw Lynx go right, left, and then eventually they went left.
Yeah, well, I mean, this defensive position's pretty good with the tank and the bunker. Now the banelings try to get in the mineral line, just get... Actually, managed to go. That base was really oversaturated.
Yeah,
that's
like 28 SCVs.
You know what? If I look at their overall worker count, that actually helps them, because now they're at 65, which is where they should be.
It definitely looks a little bit better. They are building a fourth command center. And there's quite a bit of creep. All the way towards the middle of the map. Oh, I messed up the camera. Let's take a look. There we go. All good.
You got it, Kev. Easy. So now the army's moving out. Those banelings are going to just get right on top of these Marines.
Wow, look at these lings as well.
Tanks
getting on top
not
of the tanks.
sieged? What? Liberators get wrecked? Okay, this is really, really bad right now. Oh, the lings counter into the third. I mean, I think everything just fell apart there. Why didn't they keep the tank siege in the medevacs?
Overcommitment. Definitely an overcommitment over here by our Terran team from San Diego State. I'm starting a little bit worried. Utah Valley didn't have the greatest of starts, losing a lot of drones to that Reaper, but in the end, just with I want to say with this solid macro, they were able to pull this game back. And
well, you've got a Zerg player now that's going into Ultralisk Cavern and a Grand Spire.
A Grand?
Yeah.
Is that how you call it?
Yeah, it's Grand Spire.
Since when? Is this a meme I'm not aware of?
No.
Like a Grande? A Venti Spire? How's it called again?
I just think it looks grand, okay?
It's a
Grande.
Grande? It's tall, Venti, Grande? Is that how they call it?
No, tall Grande Venti. Yeah.
Oh, Venti's the biggest.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, of course I'd know that. GG. I mean, they lost way too much in the middle of the map as the Zerg team from Utah Valley picks up game number 1. They moved out in the middle of the map. Their tanks were not sieged. They just had them running around.
And like you said, I just felt that the base was oversaturated, and that all goes back to something I was talking about before. I felt like the macro wasn't that flawless for San Diego State. Like, the start was so great, and I really felt if they would have just followed it up with 6 Hellions, you know, one play, this is Archon Mode, right? So one guy, you're in charge of these 6 Hellions. Be as annoying as one could possibly be with 6 Hellions. Sacrifice them later on if you see a saturated base.
Yeah, they were just back chilling.
Yeah, not really doing anything.
I mean, it helps to an extent when the run-by comes, but they never even walled that base off.
Against the Zerg opponent Archon team that goes up to 3 bases that quickly and even try to saturate it.
You really have to spread yourself thin to be able to deal with Hellions like that if you're going to take those 3 bases. So I do agree with you, Kev.
A couple of these runs are like a lot of lost
Hell's mines, though. Oh.
That was awesome, but on this point it was already not meant to be anymore with the Venti Spire on the way.
Yeah.
And the Ultralisk Cavern.
Yeah, well, this was a tall Terran build order in that case.
Alright, we are getting ready to hop into the second game of this last best of 5 of the night. We hope you guys are enjoying the Tespa Collegiate Series over here. This has been my most fun or favorite broadcast so far, absolutely.
Yeah, it's getting good.
Like, the first one was definitely a little quick,
to be fair, for day 1 and 2, none of the teams had results, so it was like,
you don't know.
We don't know how they stack up. And even now, it's kind of, you know, it's hard to be sure because obviously just one game when you've got over 150 teams, but it'll slowly get closer and closer as we progress through.
It's really awesome, actually. 170 teams signed up for this. Like, it's been a while since I've seen an online tournament with 340 players that are willing to play not like one day, but actually throughout the course.
Seven, 8 weeks for this phase, and then the 8th week becomes the playoffs. Then we get the grand finals.
So for the people who are curious about the, I think it's always important to give some extra information about these players, which division or which league they're in. We're looking at San Diego State having a Master League player and a Platinum player, while, no, actually it's the other way around. No, it is.
Yeah, it's a Platinum and a Master League player.
No, wait, that's Utah Valley. Yes.
Yes.
Utah Valley was a Zerg team. They have a Platinum and a Master League player going up against San Diego State.
San Diego State's the Master League and the Gold League player.
Master and Gold League. So, both players have their LeBron James, their Kobe Bryant, their MVP, and then they've got a sidekick.
The guy that won the raffle to play a game with Kobe Bryant.
So, both teams have a Roddy, and there isn't.
Oh, what is this?
It's a joke. Why you have to be mad?
Security! I don't know who this guy is.
Alright, we're getting ready to hop into game number 2. A much more normal map, or at least, the most common map right now.
Well, you already know what I'm waiting for.
You are waiting for...
Game 3.
Because it's going to be played on Arena?
Yeah, and then Central Protocol. I just love those maps because they're so crazy. Look at this. Cheddar. Hope you brought your Gouda, Roddy.
Gouda.
Gouda. It's going to get cheesy in
it's
here.
Better than Gouda, Nate. Most Americans are like, could you tell me the Gouda, please?
Okay, yeah. When the thing is, when you live with a Dutch woman and you go to the grocery store and you say Gouda, and then he's like, no, oh man, you don't want to know.
I know.
The rage is real.
All right, over here on the left bottom side of the map, we're looking at the main base of our Archon Zerg duo. That's up 1-0. It is Utah Valley going up against our Terrans, spotting on the right top side of the map, of course, representing San Diego State University, Marshmallow, and Wyoming. Well, Nate, they're actually not doing, they're just blocking bases.
That's just a really fast scout. It's funny, that weirdness that happens, because it's obviously very abnormal, but it reminds me a little bit of when Flash first started playing Starcraft 2, and he did this thing where he actually, whoa, the barracks is not being built.
Oh no! I didn't realize his name.
Failfish.
Oh my god. When is the barracks supposed to finish up? Like, you know the clock timing,
like
right?
1:30, 30 some.
Oh man.
1:40 some.
Yeah, because that's when you throw down your command center right after the barracks finishes up, right?
And now
Oh.
Rip Terran, Baby Rouge,
Go!
1998, 2016.
They're even selecting it. There we go.
Wow, that is a.
Well,
man.
Well,
I'm
just
not
throw
gonna
down
lie.
your command center.
I'm not gonna lie. If that happens to me in a ladder game,
You leave.
I'm insta tilted. I'm just like, you know what, guys, this isn't worth it anymore.
Let's believe you. Let's be honest. You leave.
I don't just quit games. Only in TVT.
You canceled the game where you left the game where you canceled 3 barracks.
Oh well, come on. I was 3 racks sweeping the guy. You can't just cancel. My favorite is the comment. The guy's like, "Why don't you build a command center and be slightly behind on tech?" I'm like, "You don't understand what I was doing, do you?"
You don't understand how any of this works. Like,
that's not how this works.
That's not how
this
any
works. Of this works.
You do not build 3 barracks, then cancel them, and then throw down a CC and think it's basically a command center first. That's not how this game is being played.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this.
Alright, so it's a gasless opening so far for.
But so
Utah
back to my
Valley.
other point, like a lot of weird stuff would get forced out because Flash, when he started playing, you'd go like 10 supply depot normally in like Heart of the Swarm, and he'd send an SCV out as he built his first depot, and he would eBay block before starting his own barracks at home to prevent the Zerg from hatch firsting, and it was like really weird, and a bunch of people eventually realized it was actually just bad, but it was just fun because he like got in his opponent's head because it's like, this is really weird, I don't know what to do. Then they'd 1-base Baneling bust, and Flash is like, I built 2 barracks at home. But yeah.
I do kind of hate builds where my opponents do stuff like that, you know, build a pylon, build an eBay, build a hatch, and cancel it into an Evo chamber. It's like, bro, you know, or sister, just let me expand, man.
Look, I'm just trying to expand.
Why you gotta be so rude? Why can't we just have a nice agreement over here that we both macro up and then duke it out in the middle of the map?
Yeah. That's what we should do. You start a ladder game. Just remember, guys, everyone watching, just tell your opponent, be like, no rush 20. You mind if we just both just see what happens at 20 minutes?
I would say like no rush 15 and then meet in the middle.
Yeah.
That's, you know,
that actually sounds like a lot of fun, though.
In Red Alert, that's how I used to play online. When I played Red Alert 2 online, it's like, hey man, like, you want to meet in the middle of the map, like 12-minute mark? Like, yeah, let's do it.
The best is like in Brood War, you'd play like UMS, like fastest money map, NR20 or something, and then you just build like 4 gateways on the side of the map and just sell and rush them. I was pretty.
I didn't know that you played Brood War, Nate.
Yeah, man. I played. I only played custom games.
But you often say so when
I did not know about the pro scene until Starcraft 2. I actually just played custom games in Brood War for like 6 years. No joke.
And even when Starcraft 2 came out, you didn't know about the pro scene immediately,
I knew about it, but I didn't follow it.
Okay. You're like,
I started following pro Starcraft in like 2011.
2011. Did you watch me?
I watched you and Mr. Bitter, yeah.
Really?
NASL was really fun to watch, yeah.
Oh, that was 2012. March 2012 is when I moved to the US.
I remember you hooked me up when I came to watch the WCS season finals because I bought a regular pass.
Oh, in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Little Nate.
Good times.
I looked out for Little Nate. I got him a VIP pass.
It was great.
Oh, that's adorable.
The legacy.
I'm glad you reminded me of that, Nate.
The legacy.
Alright, so we see a lot of queens over here for Utah Valley. Just pushing that creep forward, well, you know, morphing this hatchery into a layer. They've got a roach one. They opened up so greedy, by the way, because they're 17 walkers ahead.
They don't even have link speed either. They're just like, they're just droning, man.
I mean, like, you can't really blame them after
you're up
San Diego
1-0,
State.
you crushed them in the first game.
And San Diego State didn't build their barracks in time.
Oh yeah, they delayed everything by a solid 25 seconds for no reason.
Alright, so one matter of fact will make its way across the map with 6 Marines and a Marauder. These slow links, barely. No! It got sent up. You saw that? That was the F2 syndrome, man. That had to be an F2.
That feel. Oh, Dropper Lord. See, click it. Show the viewers. Put your mouse over it. This cocoon contains an Overlord. It's just the most. It's like not an Overlord morphing eventual sacks. Not a Dropper Lord. It's an Overlord.
Overlord cocoon. This cocoon.
It's like, okay.
Involves an Overlord. Okay.
So Macro Hatch is going to get started up. This drop getting some work done here. There's really nothing here to defend against this because all the Lings are on the other side of the map.
I still think that Ling drop is going to be able to do quite some work as well, though, because Terran really doesn't have that many units. But you're right, this is a very successful little drop.
Okay, got 2 drones at the tail end of
Definitely what they needed.
And ooh, dun-dun-dun-dun. I mean, it is a drop lord. They can see it.
Yes.
Those were the worst days of the beta, man, when they added the drop overlord and didn't have a separate skin for it.
Well, they had, but it was just hard to see.
No.
Yeah, they had something all along.
No. Nuh-uh.
Oh, really? Oh, you
No.
mean beta?
In beta.
Huh.
In beta, it was terrible, because like some dude just fly an overlord into each of my bases, and I had to pull my workers away from my mineral line until I killed it. And then when I didn't, they'd have banelings in them.
Plus 2 banelings, one-shotting your workers. So a couple SCVs did go down, but actually I do love this multi-pronged aggression over here by San Diego State University. They're really stepping it up. They didn't really have a clean build order, and game 1 definitely didn't go the way they wanted it, but now I feel they're stepping things up, Nate, and flying in with 2 manufacts at the same time. They're evening things out economically, and that's where a comeback starts in Starcraft 2.
Yeah, I completely agree. You know, the most important things here, the 4th base is only halfway done. There's a drop next to it, which is amazing. A cancel on this is like, mwah, it's really the cherry on top for this opening that the Terran players have brought out.
I mean, they're dealing a little bit of damage to it. They would have been able to take it out eventually if these Lings wouldn't have came, obviously. But
Marines are pretty good, but yeah, there's a lot of Lings. And Mutalisks are coming out now too. We have actually quite a few Mutalisks on the map. 9 with 5 more about to finish.
I mean, let's not forget that Utah Valley has been ahead economically for the majority of this game, pretty much since minute 1, because that orbital was late.
Yeah, the orbital was late, because the barracks was late. And the funny thing is, like, there's some things that you shouldn't really mess up. But when you mess up your orbital timing, like, your energy never is supposed to max out, which means every single energy is so important. That medevac gets caught.
Yeah. That's a commanding lead for Utah Valley. There's really no other way around it,
yeah,
guys.
They're going to get Infestation Pit. I think they go to Hive, Ultras,
maybe
win.
pick off the reactor here of the starport.
Like,
that would be great.
Just harass with Mutas, get the Ultras, win the game. That is the safe way to make sure you do not lose this game.
Or the Venti Spire.
Yeah, or the Venti Spire. They could try to do a really big Ling Bane max out with 2/2 and Mutas, and that would be the best way for them to throw this game.
You know, I just had the greatest skin ever. And since I'm saying this on camera, I've copyrighted it already. Copyright infringements is active right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a skin for my greatest fire and turn it into a Venti couple Starbucks.
Really, that's... You want your Spire to literally be a cup of coffee.
Yes. You know, first it's a small cup, and then you
Oh my god!
into
the regular Spire is just a small cup, and then it becomes...
Don't tell me you wouldn't buy it.
Kev.
You spent $4.99 on it in a heartbeat.
Well, you spend $4.99 on it in real life every day, man.
Exactly.
So they're gonna get a Raven to kill the creep. I do like this a lot. The Hive is coming in, but oh boy, they're in such a tough spot. All their aggression's being shut down. I still want the Nathanias Liberator skin. I want to make it happen.
I'd get it, Nate.
I already rehearsed all my lines. It'd be great.
I would. You rehearsed your lines?
Yeah. Yeah. The Liberator pops out. Well met. You know, easy. So you go into siege mode. Make Terran great again. Easy peasy, man. There's so much you can do with it.
It does sound very fun.
Yeah. And it has a giant U.S. flag on it, which is the most important part.
And a bald eagle?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, let's do that too.
Mutalisks might actually meet a couple of banelings are just kind of rolling by these Terran forces over here on the north side of Dust Towers. I'm not sure where they're going with it. There's a Raven in the mix as well. It's kind of an old Raven, but you said it, Nate. Ultralisk Cavern, just throw it down. Actually didn't throw it down yet. I'm just gonna try to do this. With
there's so much creep spread here. Like as soon as they step on it, even to try to kill it, like they're gonna lose everything. The Liberators are slightly scary for the Mutas, but the Mutas aren't supposed to really deal with the army anyway. Like they're already maxed out. They've got so many banelings.
Just go for it. You know, the other day I watched the Amnesty video again.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because the moment those banelings on Barrow, they barely connect with everything, with anything at all. That's actually like the funniest part of that video. Like the engagement is cool, but those
I don't know if anyone watched those videos for them. Just the screaming, so many banelings running in to the Terran army in San Diego State.
It's San Diego State, as Atosis would say.
Utah Valley dragging them through the mud here. They've just brutalized them, and the Raven's gonna die.
Yeah.
Didn't even get to drop the turret.
Too much Zerg, 2-2
Honestly,
as well.
they were so far behind from the beginning of this game. It was going to be a bloodbath either way. And I think now Utah Valley could probably just counterattack. I mean, the Planetary Fortress has only just started, so the 4th base should be pretty easily denied.
It's not done yet, and they're even on upgrades. I mean,
Hey,
that's
look,
always...
and they're starting the Venti Spire now as well. The most important building in the game.
You know, like, and instead of it wiggling, you know, it could get like, it could steam up, and it starts steaming more the closer it's done to completing.
Yeah. I completely agree. No, there's some great marketing potential behind this.
Man, I'm getting sponsored by Starbucks for my greatest idea ever in video games.
Yeah.
You see it, a lifelong.
Get me in on that too while you're at it.
A lifelong deal, free cookies.
They are done. This is it, man. 3rd base has been knocked down. They're at 100 supply deficit. 1 siege tank in a dream, but that dream will not come to fruition. GG.
Marshmallow.
Utah Valley goes up 2-0. Very, very sharp play from them. Honestly, they didn't need to do anything fancy. The ling drop was cute, but getting your opponent to accidentally not build their barracks at the start of the game is also a really good move.
It's not just that, it's also just that San Diego State is a little too passive. You really, when you want to play against Zerg, and it doesn't even matter if you play ZVZ, TVZ, or PVZ, you want to keep your Zerg opponent in check, or at least give him something to worry about.
Yeah.
When the Zergs just go up to 3 hatcheries, no gas, they squeeze out like 17 drones at a time.
The no gas part is just like, the Zerg got away.
Like, that's not a real build anymore.
No one does that.
Especially not with like drones on the low ground. Like if you want to do that, at least keep all your drones on the high ground and in your pocket expand, or your like main base and pocket expand, but definitely not on the low ground. And this is one of the reasons why, man. Like if you do not punish Zerg early on, they just get way too much. They spiral out of control. They have the ability to produce so many units, and also there's a lot of crew spread.
Yeah, it becomes very difficult to handle. So map 2, a victory for Utah Valley, and we're going to go to Arena for game number 3. San Diego State on their last leg. They need to win the next 3 maps in a row. Now, I think Arena is a very good map for early Terran aggression. However,
it's a good map to start a comeback, I'd say.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah, this is I love this map. It's the one map where I get to just do random stuff that seems like it should make sense and win anyway, which is great.
It's the one map where I can make Tempest, and people do not make fun of me for making Tempest because, you know, early on, because it's just a really good opening. Yeah, I've tried it against Zerg as well, but it's a little bit harder because Zerg just expand everywhere.
Yeah, they just take all the other bases.
Yeah, and then like
Zerg's just like, well, I can just have the bottom right be my new main base.
Yeah.
So
it's so sick as well that they can like transfuse spores. You know, that makes it so much more difficult.
Let's can we get that taken out? Yeah.
Davey, like Queens, you know, they're kind of good enough on their own. Do they really need like this whole?
Imagine if they had kept the Tempest ability in from beta. Oh my.
That would be better.
That was the worst thing ever.
You know, or instead of
that
like
ability,
the Tempest shot shouldn't be like a projectile. It should be a line of fire.
That ability. Make it like a Hellion attack.
Yeah, you know, like this X-Men hero. You know?
Yeah, I got you. Like Cyclops.
Yeah, Cyclops. That's his name. Alrighty, over here on the left top side, we're looking at the main base of San Diego State. These boys got their work cut out for them as they're down 0-2 in this best of 5, but this is Arena, and it could very well be the map to start their epic comeback.
Yeah, Arena definitely a good map for that, and they are up against the Zerg team, up 2-0. One map went away from securing their second match win here at the Tespa Collegiate Series. Give it up for Utah Valley. Wait, the Barrack. Roddy, look at that barracks. Look at it. Okay, they paused it for a second. Yeah. For a second, it wasn't okay. They wanted to start that depot. All right.
You were worried again that the same thing was happening?
Honestly, man, maybe they got some really weird hotkey setup. They use T for a lot of keys, and T is also the halt production key as well.
It's very weird that it's T, right? Why is it T?
I don't know. Select building SCV. Select a building SCV by default is, if you click on the barracks, it is Q. I don't know why.
Oh, so I didn't actually, like I haven't played that too much.
Yeah, if you select a building, there's a button that lets you select the SCV that's building it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. You can select a bunch of buildings and grab all of them. That's how you get them to go back to work after producing stuff.
No, you just shift. Like you build something with shift.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to change what you want them to do, you know? So.
No.
No? You never change your mind about anything ever?
I mean, like, actually, it's a very quick roach
Wow,
but I mean, like,
rush.
if I build, like, let's say 2 barracks, I mean, if I don't want them to do it, I guess like you press escape and then Q. Is that what you're saying, or?
No, you just click on the. You would just like hold down control, left click on
Okay,
your
so-
5 building barracks, press Q, then it selects all 5 SCVs.
So instead of like,
And then
let's
you
say
right-click.
let's say you want to have a build. Yeah, you're building a depot here, and like normally I would shift click it back to the mineral lines. Like if I want to go back, I can Q and then say like instead go to the right bottom side and build a hidden base.
Later on, yeah. Because
Okay.
sometimes you may not click on the SCV. I mean, it's more for when there's multiple buildings, because you want to just get them all quickly. It's the
Okay.
fastest way to grab them all.
Okay. I can see it. Interesting.
Not a huge deal.
All right, the Reaper is gonna make his way across the map, and what is a huge deal for San Diego
Is that
State?
Roach Water?
Yep, is that they spot the road front. They actually already did it. Wow, with the little SCV that I thought was super dead, but apparently it wasn't that yet.
Now this gets tricky because they just started the reactor. They have a
It's
single
tricky.
marine.
To rock a rhyme
Yes.
that's right on time, it's tricky.
Yes, Kevin.
To rock a bunker that's right on time to deal with Ravagers, it's
Yeah.
tricky.
Yes. It's very tricky. 5 roaches, probably 3 or 4 Ravagers, and once you start busting down, I mean, that reactor is a prime spot. Don't lose the Overlord.
No,
You-
that's
you,
no.
you need that. You need that girl for vision, man. What you doing? What you doing? You
God.
gotta treat her with more respect than that.
This is that's actually not good at all for Utah
Well, I
Valley.
mean, it's gonna
I mean, they've
supply
got
block them too now.
Yep,
Now.
they've got another Overlord. It's not super far away, but now they're getting an evolution
Oh my
chamber.
God, they're gonna do no,
What?
they're not gonna drop.
That.
Bye bye, Overlord.
Man, it's deep in here.
Yeah, that's a. I don't want to fall down there, man. Just kill me. Don't me.
I mean, now there's no Overlord for vision, so they gotta eat some shots. Then again, 1 Marine is actually not enough. There is still no bunker here. Oh, don't step in your own. Oh man, 5 Ravagers, Nate.
dude, remember
They're getting a tank, but they don't have a starport yet.
Yeah,
so if they do not have a medevac to micro
Kevin-
their way against this tank,
Kevin,
this could very well be.
Do you want to hype this, or do you want me to tell you the truth?
Be honest with me, Nate.
I think it's all ogre.
Don't tell me that.
The siege tank's gonna finish, but it's just SCVs. Now, if they get this around, Ravagers are squishy, but just keep on running, keep running, and you're good. Yeah. Whoa! Yeah, that's how. Maybe they could lose if they kill themselves.
Yeah.
Takes 3 vials to kill a tank. Just
Well,
do it.
That's 4.
Boom, boom.
Man,
And,
the Ravagers
yeah.
have so much damage
That's all she
output.
wrote. Yeah. These things, they do the same amount of damage as a roach, but they attack twice as fast. And
Are those the exact sets?
they have 16 damage, yes. I don't know if it's literally double, but they attack much faster than roaches.
It feels twice as fast.
Well, roaches in...
They've got slightly bigger range as well, no?
Yeah, they have 6 range. In Blizzard time, roaches attack like every 2 seconds, and I think Ravagers would attack in like every 1.1 or something. I
GG
don't
and
know.
good luck in the future. Yeah,
GG?
I mean, slightly bigger range.
Utah Valley win. Well, 6 range is a big
Yeah.
deal considering that roaches only have 4, so...
I know. That's what that's why I said like it's not slightly. It's quite a bit bigger,
Yeah.
which obviously makes sense because they're always standing behind the roaches.
Yep.
Either way, unfortunately, there was nothing that San Diego State was able to do about that one. Still, I think the games were fun. You know, they
Yeah.
put up a good fight, but the first 2 series, I mean, they definitely did
The
stand
first
out.
2 series of today, like,
They were spectacular.
we talk about this, this isn't your pro gamer level, but these games were really fun today. Today was a great set of matches. 3-0 for Utah Valley. Now they have 2 match victories under their belt.
I look forward to seeing more of these guys. Like, I think they're good, but I'm not 100% sold yet on how well they will do.
We need to see them tested a bit
Yes.
more, I think, before we...
I'm still in love with our Terrans from Georgia. I think those-
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Georgia Tech is
I look
awesome.
forward to following them winning many games.
It really seems like they've got just a great idea behind the whole concept of playing Archon Mode, and it really feels that if you play those guys, like if you let them play one-on-one against some of these guys, you probably look at it and you might not be too impressed, but I really feel that in Archon Mode, they bring out the best in each other, and that's why it's really fun to watch them.
It's great. It's been been a treat. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's broadcast. Of course, we are going to be back tomorrow, same time. We got more matches coming up. Make sure you hit us up on Facebook and Twitter at Team Tespa. We actually have a hashtag now, Tespa Collegiate Series. Hashtag Tespa Collegiate Series.
That's quite a mouthful.
It's quite a mouthful. But
Try saying that 10 times real fast.
I'm not going to do that right now. Nice try. Irish wristwatch, Kevin.
Irish rich? No! Irish wristwatch.
Yeah, try that one at home, kids. Big thanks, of course, to everyone that helped make this possible. And, of course, Steel Series and Gunner Optics. You watch this on Twitch. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. PST. Anything else you want to say, Kev?
3 p.m. Hawaii time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. European time.
We'll see you guys then. Have a great night.